Do. Yeah, there's our sign that we're live. Alright guys, just had to update Mob Crush real quick. Good evening everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Let's get this right about where I want it. Turn it a little bit my way. Perfect. Looks good. Hey guys, how you doing MKN? How are you tonight? Darko, good evening Darko, how are you tonight? Super Saiyan Odai, Nate, you just pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku on a single. Congratulations, Odai, that's awesome. Seriously, it's awesome. Alex Lopez. Hey, how's it going, Alex? How are you tonight? Austin Bobbitt, Nate, you haven't gotten to watch you in forever. Yes, Austin, it has been a while, hasn't it, man? We've been pretty busy, just grinding rank. Unfortunately, guys, it's pretty much all we're going to do tonight. Grind rank. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up that anything other than grinding rank is going to happen here. But if you guys just want to hang out and chill and grind rank with me, you're all welcome to it. Let's do it that way first. Gohan Goku, my father, you pulled Jiren. Okay. Cool, you pulled Jiren. Sounds lit. Gustavo, Isa, what's up, Gustavo? How are you, man? Odai, how am I tonight? I'm doing alright, man. Gotta get into the mood here. It's gonna take a little bit of adjustment here to get us up and running tonight. But we will do it, guys. Alejandro, Alania, good evening. How are you? Alex Lopez, you made it here before Cheesy and Illist and everybody else. Troko, you corrected the Yor. Excellent. You just pulled Tech Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku in a single summon, did you? Well done, Alejandro. Well done. And Deadly Solution on Twitch. Good evening, Deadly Solution. How are you? Gohan, Goku, my father. No, you didn't get Jiren? Ah, darn it. Thought maybe you did. How did I get that one? Huh? What do you mean, how did I get that one? What one are you talking about? Your team is good. Okay. Troko, how's my day? My day was great, man. How was your day, Troko? I'm curious. Deshaun Berry, good evening. Welcome back to the stream, Deshaun. I'm glad you came back. Give us another chance, another try here. Deadly Solutions is doing pretty good. Excellent. I know, Deadly, I'm doing alright as well, man. Thank you for thank you for asking. Alex Lopez, you pulled Super Saiyan 3 Bardock off of a single. That makes more sense. Okay. Congratulations, Alex. It's really awesome. Darko managed to rank up from 444 to 454 in a couple of days of grinding. Aiming for 500 before the end. Well, guys, if you guys are still with me with this rank grind contest, the EXP contest we've got going, we still have a little bit more to go. The rank grind EXP contest is on until next Sunday, not this Sunday. This Sunday, just a reminder, is the first the third checkpoint for the contest. For those of you who are still actually in it, we lost a whole butt ton of you guys last time. Sounds like our music just crapped off. Let's figure out what the hell's going on. That was something. That was whatever that was. It is what it is. You know, it's the problem when you're playing YouTube videos and they're just like, sometimes some of them might stream, some of them might buffer, some of them might not play. Whatever. I need to set up the hotkeys just so I can skip a song when it pops up. That's really what we got to do to get that up and running and finished. Gohan, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Gohan, and you're trying to pull Jiren. Except that Jiren's not in the banner, man. Throko, you had a good day, just grinding in Dokkan. Yep, same here. Lots of grinding. Thank you, Nightbot, for your Discord link. Guys, I spent the afternoon revamping Nightbot, working on him quite a bit, make sure that all the links would actually work. I had to go to short links. Gustavo, sorry for your English. You're from Brazil. You know, Gustavo, I will say this. You speak better English than I probably speak Spanish. So, or Portuguese. I'm not sure what the native tongue is in Brazil, but you're doing better here than I probably would there. So, well done, sir. Let's see here. Perfect. Gohan's gonna be right back. You're gonna try. Okay, dude, I don't know what kind of joke you're trying to say, but just, it's not funny, okay? Whatever. Nate, cheesy, is gonna surpass my level in the next 3x or the 4x. I don't think so. He's not gonna get anywhere near me. Legend, you are the fist legend. Alright. Orokusaki on Twitch, good evening, man. How are you? And Ransley Arca. Hey, you just joined the stream. Ranzi, thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. Hope you enjoy what you see. Pava. What's up, Pava? You heard this is a nice evening stream with every orb type. Pretty much, Pava. This is just a nice evening stream with every orb type. Yeah. Gustavo, so it is Portuguese. See, I somehow in the back of my memory, I thought Brazil, unlike a lot of the Latino countries and a lot of countries in South America, Brazil with native tongue was Portuguese. But anyway, I was just a guess, shot in the dark. But again, I can speak Spanish to an extent, but Portuguese, I don't think I've ever even seen Portuguese. So I guarantee you, sir, you are doing a much better job at speaking English than I am at speaking your native tongue. Beva, what is going on, Nate? Not much, Beva. What's going on with you, man? Good evening. You're welcome, Gustavo. Welcome to the stream, man. The legend. Holy crap. You're the Dokkan legend. Yeah, legend. That's me. I am the Dokkan legend. Welcome to my channel, man. Ransley Arca. If anyone wants to LR Black Friend, you should... Oh, there you guys go. Guys, if anybody wants an LR Black Friend, Ramsey has one up there. There's a friend code. I'm sure somebody here would like to take you up on that, man. Let's see. Gustavo Isa. Yeah, no problem, man. Throko. Nate, am I going open about my political views? I am. I'm pretty open about my political views. But, I don't know, guys. I just think that the stream is probably more for entertainment than it is for us to go through that. Just curious? Yeah, I mean, I am... How about this, Troko? Without saying my political persuasion, I would definitely say I probably align myself as a third-party moderate. I am a constitutionalist, but I'm also a rationalist and a humanist. So all of those meld together to form my political views of the world around us. Right? I'm also a businessman, and I've been a teacher. So I think I've got a very diverse background that my political views are formed, they're open to persuasion, and they're based off of the reality that I see, not what I'm told. So how's that? Anything more than that, and I think we'd probably have to have a different stream. Let's see. Strafe Metrics. There's that beautiful face. That's right, Strafe. Here's my ugly mug for you guys. Yep, day shift. When I am at work, guys, I am not going to be using webcam. I mean, first of all, I can't even use my fucking mic. I can't, bring my green screen with me to work and all that bullshit. So, Yeah, we're not ever gonna have a face cam at work. It's just, it's too messy. And that's half my streams. That's the way it's been for the last 3 months. That's how it's gonna be. Rensley, do I have dupes in my LR black? I have one dupe in my black. I have lower right hand path, and I've been working on him for a period of time. He's getting there. His stats are not that bad. I put some more orbs into him today. I've got his crit 14 open and ready to go. And yeah, he's not bad. I like him. I really do like him. I would like to get that second path open and just at least get that crit 20, but I'm in no hurry. Gustavo, you wish you could have a Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Gustavo, eventually, man, you will pull it, I promise, okay? It's just one of those things. You know, depending, if you can't spend any money on the game, you have to wait. Goryu! Ooh! Zamas! Do I think we will have Dragon Stones on the 24th? Probably the 25th, Gustavo. Christmas Day. They're much more adept at giving us things on Christmas Day. Don't expect that many. Maybe 25 or 30. Good evening, Cheesy Balls. How are you? How's it going tonight, man? He said beautiful. Don't you think it's ugly, boy? Yeah. Zamas. JP, my French viewer, how are you tonight, sir? Strafe, how dare you say it's ugly? Ah. If you enjoy the face, if you enjoy the roundness of my face, the sculpted marvel that is, that only the gift of God could possibly put on this gracious earth, then sir, enjoy away. I'm here for your visual amusement. Ransley, you're surprised I didn't use the dupe on in your team. I don't need it in my team. I have a Rainbow Star Merge Zamas. The LR Zamas is not going to do anything. It's not the same as LR Broly, where you need to have that second dupe if you get him to really help out, to give Broly key. Otherwise, you got to build a huge team around him to really make it work. With my tech team, I didn't really have the spot for him. I don't need it. You know, I don't even run an extreme tech team yet. And even on my extreme tech team, I already have, what, 4 or 5 Rainbow Stars ready to go. I have the cards needed. I didn't really need to do that. Like, I'm thinking about the dupe for Vegito for a time being. I don't know if you guys thought about it, but if you guys can run the LR Vegito Blue and the TUR Vegito base form together on the same team. I'm curious how they link up. Gustavo, you're currently rank 234 and you don't have any 120 leads. That's just bad luck, man. You'll get one eventually. Don't worry, man. There's gonna be a lot of banners coming out. JP, you are the highest rank on global. I am. As far as we can tell. I am open to all challengers. I'm open to people coming by and challenging me and letting me know. But trust me, if you guys come at me with a high rank, you better believe I will be vetting the crap out of you. Strafe, Nate, how was my day? My day was great, Strafe. My day was great. An okay day. How's your day, Strafe? Good old Strafe, how was your day, man? Toroko, you have similar ones. You never blindly follow a spectrum, more just learn about the world around you. Yep, and about the issues and the forms reasonable about. However, you refuse to ever be labeled as a liberal. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, I am definitely... I'm probably too far from center to be a liberal. Like I said, if I fall on the constitutional side of that center spectrum, then obviously that probably is a code to let you know where I fall, you know, on certain issues, social issues as well as you know, political issues. But it's not something we need to really get into our stream about. Gustavo, it is 4:47 in Brazil. I believe it. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, good morning, Gustavo. Cheesy Balls, Gustavo. Less sleep. Sleep is for the weak. And Gustavo agrees, because obviously there's nothing to disagree about that. It's just a truth, a truism of our world around us. Strafe, dying, but good. Oh, poor Strafe. I hope you don't die for good. I just hope you, like, you know, just die a little inside. Gohan, you might not be talking so much because you're doing a spatial video. Big thumbs up. Cool. Excellent. Cheesy Balls says hi to Alex. Alex says hi to Cheesy Balls. Good in the world. JP. the coming soon episode 2. The first episode was for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. This second episode is geared specifically for LR Vegito Blue. Exactly. What rank am I chasing? What rank is Cheesy at? Cheesy's like, what, 590? Cheesy's doing pretty good. Cheesy's, he's balling. He's doing great. Yep, 598. Good for you, Cheesy. But then again, you guys gotta remember that Cheesy's grinding about the same pace I am, because his is like every 2 of his ranks is like 1 of mine. And so it's like he ground up, what, 7 today? And I've gone about 4. Gustavo, thanks. Alex Lopez, damn, you gotta try and hit 700 before the 3x ends. He ain't gonna get there. I guarantee it, guys. He has slowed down considerably this week. He's only gotten 60 ranks this week, and it's only gonna get steeper. If he can get to 650 by the end of this, I think that'd be a pretty damn good accomplishment. I know his big goal right now is to try to hit 666 and be where basically end where I started, which I think would be pretty cool. Ransley, Arco, have I heard of the Yamoshi? Yes. Yep, the original Super Saiyan God or the Super Saiyan Legend, whichever one. We're not sure exactly what that is yet, but yep. And I guess it's going to be something to do with the movie coming out this year. You're hoping he comes to Dokkan? Oh yeah, believe it, he will come to Dokkan. He will come to Dokkan next year, probably after Christmas, after the movie drops, or during the time that the movie drops. They will definitely throw all crap at it. There'll be this huge thing, this huge story event, the same way they did with the resurrection of F and everything else that came with that crap. So don't worry, guys, they will. Juan Pierre, or not Juan Pierre, but JP. You got him on an SA-10 with an Intelligent Super Vegetos. Oh, you did it with your SR Super Vegetos? Good for you, man. Yeah, I mean, like, if you guys have them laying in your account, SSRs you're not really using, then yeah, definitely bump up the dupes. Jeez, oh yeah, you got a whole bunch of them from the Intelligent banner when you were trying to chase LR Gohan. Makes sense. I wasn't really chasing. I was only after the support units, the Vegeta and the support Gohan. But yeah, no, that's cool, man. Dragon Ball videos. What do I think about net neutrality? Alright, my views on net neutrality are actually, it's kind of a follow the money, guys. Follow the money on net neutrality. This whole scare tactic that we're going to lose, and we as consumers are going to end up paying more, you know, from our cable providers and our internet providers. Just follow the money, guys. I have a couple of different arguments I can use against that, but just think about it this way. We all know the one set of corporations on the one side of the argument, which was those who were stood to gain money from net neutrality going away. Hold on.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones.
Okay, there we go. No longer muted. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Anyway, what I was saying was, you guys need to, concerning net neutrality, yeah, I mean, obviously we know who the big players are who are interested in having net neutrality go away. But you should also look at, you know, even more closely at who would actually have the benefit of keeping net neutrality in place. Because there's always going to be two sides to it. Because right now, the fight to keep it in place is, you know, funded by somebody. you know, a whole group of somebody's. And you guys think they're what? That it's a grassroots movement to keep net neutrality in place? You should definitely do your research and find out which corporations are the ones funding net neutrality. You may be surprised to find out that the corporations who are funding net neutrality to stay in as a FCC regulation are actually bigger corporations with bigger interests than your ISPs. Plain and simple. Follow the money, guys. That is my stance on net neutrality. If you go and do your research, you find out exactly how it works. Come back to me, and you might be surprised. You might agree. Just did. I just did Dragon Ball videos. JP, now you need to repeat. Yep, already did, JP. Fame Hunter, hey, you just pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the banner. Is he good? Yes, he's very good. He is wonderful. Alex Lopez, anyone got an LR Goku lead? Sure, we all have LR Gokus, but I doubt any of us are actually running them. Cameron Shope, hey, what's up? What's up, Cameron? How you doing tonight, man? Ransley, what is my opinion on gun control? Well, I don't think that... Alright, so obviously we all have a basic right to protect ourselves. And the concept that the police are always going to be there to protect us is a fallacy. My family, we work in law enforcement. My wife works at the police department. My father-in-law, he runs, he's actually the chief of security for a local security company. And we've been in law enforcement for a long time, right? So I know full well that the police are not there to protect you. That's kind of a fallacy. People think, and I'm not saying that they're going to go out there and hurt you. I'm saying that the job of the police is not to be at a location to prevent a crime from happening every time. If they see a crime in progress and everything else, sometimes they may feel that they are duty-bound to serve and protect. However, constitutionally, it's been proven in court that they are, as public servants, are not required to put their lives on the line to protect you. And they can, at the very least, they can go in at the end and just file a report and arrest the bad guy for committing the crime. That is their job. So, as far as coming down to protecting yourself, and that's across all states. Now, some city jurisdictions and stuff will fire officers who do not, they see a crime in progress, somebody being hurt or whatever, and they don't go and act and try to intervene. They will fire that officer and probably whatever, right? But as far as that, you cannot rely and say, well, we don't need personal protection because that's what we pay the police for. No. So there's two sides to this whole argument of gun control, and there's public, the need for public protection from the crazy people, right? Since the police can't protect us at all times, but there's always going to be crazy people. Then comes the thing of one has to have a right to self-protection under reasonable circumstances, right? You can't be expected just to bring a knife to a gunfight. However, at the same time, we can't just have every Tom, Dick, and Harry running around with a gun. Again, that's not the safest course of action either. So you have to look at the option of where does gun control come from? Where does it stem from? Where does it go? Where should the limits be? Should it just be I'm allowed to have a shotgun and a pistol in my house for my home personal protection until the police can come to alleviate the situation and save me? Or should it be that I'm allowed to, if I'm a responsible, gun carrier and I've gone through the background checks, I've gone through the loopholes, I've done the state mandatory trainings, and and I am a law-abiding citizen, should I be allowed to carry for my own protection, for my family, and for my fellow citizen who's around me until again the police can come and help protect us, right? That's an interesting place because I don't believe that. First of all, that we have plenty of gun restriction laws already on the books. And I know this because I own a .45 Smith, Springfield XD. It's beautiful. I've been thinking about getting a shotgun for a while. Shotguns are actually very easy to get your hands on. That's not really the issue. It's mainly pistols. Now, does one have a constitutional right to submachine guns? Does one have a constitutional right to own military weapons and things like that? Probably not. Unless you belong to a militia or you belong to a local group. But Does one have a right? Does one have a right to a rifle? Does one have a right to a semi-automatic rifle for both home defense, which is part of an accuracy point of view, as well as hunting? You know, a need for hunting, and that's where the gray area becomes. And I'm not going to touch that tonight. That's too sticky. But yeah, gun control itself is. You look at where gun control works, and then you look at where gun control has failed. And here in the U.S., the cities with the highest gun problems are where the highest gun control actually exists. Now, there may be a correlation, there may not be a correlation, but that certainly doesn't look good. And I don't know the exact numbers. I don't know, you know, I can't speak as an expert on that, but I do know that that is a truth. You know, and again, we leave that to the lawmakers, and we vote, you know, as a voting bloc. You know, in our state, do we believe in this? Do we believe in that? And we as a people, we send the people to Washington that we want to best represent us, and they fight and bicker over what laws and what regulations should be in place, and that's how that works. You know. Ransley, should we be able to carry concealed weapons in public? Well, I mean, like I said, if you are a... So, you should know, I actually have a permit for an exposed carry. I don't ever use it anymore, but I did get it. It was actually required through the contract I have, just for answering the phones and stuff. But it's odd, because an exposed carry license is actually very difficult to get. The concealed carry license, just depending on what county you live in California, it can be very easy to get. You just have to go through the correct courses, and you have to go through the background checks and everything else. I believe that concealed carry is not really an issue. I mean, when was the last time you've actually saw a CCW holder commit a heinous crime or a mass shooting? Usually it's the CCW holder who pulls his pistol out and tells the guy, you know, freeze, you know, who's doing the mass shooting. And that's usually when the mass shooter drops his weapon and either retreats or surrenders or whatever. You know, it's not the CCW, you know, who's doing it. So I don't think it's the CCW that's the issue. I think it's how do people get their hands on such high grades of military caliber, you know, weaponry. I mean, I think Congress made the right move in you know, banning the bump stock rifle mods. I mean, obviously, you know, we have a very restrictive licensing program here in the United States against automatic and submachine gun weaponry. Whenever you see somebody, you see this term in the news all the time. You see them trying to play off the term of you know, semi-automatic as if it were to be automatic, as if semi-automatic meant something. Semi-automatic is just one pull of the trigger, one bullet comes out, and that's it. You can hold your finger on that trigger all you want. It's not going to reset itself until you let go. You know, pistols are semi-automatic. Revolvers are semi-automatic, unless you're, you know, a double-action you know, pistol, which is possible, but it's not really that great. That's why there are armies. Well, yeah, but here's the thing, though. In the United States, the Army is not allowed to be on domestic soil and to take care of domestic problems. That's constitutional. We can have the Army Reserves, but they are not allowed to take, you know... Basically, it takes an act of a governor of a state to bring in the reserves to squelch some sort of rebellion, and even then, that's really frowned upon. That's only happened a few times, like during the civil rights, you know, when the National Guard was brought in for, you know, maneuvers like that. That's not the same as an army there to protect the people. And there is something to be said that we need to have more than just a shotgun, a basic hunting rifle, and a pistol to protect ourselves, because the whole point of we need to be able to protect ourselves as a people from a tyrannical government, too. The whole reason they even put that in the Constitution was that Britain took away the arms. The first thing they did was, you know, unarm all the citizenship here in the U.S. They took away all the bullets, they took away the powder, they took away the muskets, and then they came in and they forced quarters on people, and they took over, and basically they pissed off a lot of folks, right? And that was the whole thing, was as soon as the weapons start going away, that's when the government can do whatever it wants, because there's not going to be anybody around to stop them. And yeah, you get this argument, well, what can you do against the government with tanks and stuff? And it's like, quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. If you bunker in and you get people who can, you know, create their own forces, the government would have to have a lot of tanks that they don't have positioned over here. And, you know, the jet fighters are going to have to come over, and it's just not going to happen that way. Gates McCoy, hell, you can make those weapons. Exactly. And that's the other thing, too, a lot of people don't realize is, the AR-15. The AR-15 cannot go away at this point. Thanks to 3D printing technology, the core piece of the AR-15 has been in printable free print circulation for the last 2 years. I remember seeing, basically, you can go online right now, you can get the schematics to get the, the lower receiver. You can go in right now and get the lower receiver for free. It's a free schematic. They put it up there. It's, I'm pretty sure almost every site has it. The NRA has it, and everybody else has it. You can go ahead and create the lower receiver. All the lower receiver does, it's got the firing pin mechanism in it, and then from there you just go in and you buy all the parts that create the gun, right? And essentially thinking of like the old attachments and stuff that you can, you know, put in there. It's the receiver that basically every time Congress wants to ban this particular assault rifle, they like to call it, every time they like to ban it, that's what they're wanting to ban, is this lower receiver. It's just too Swiss Army knife for their liking. But in all honesty, guys, the AR-15 is nothing more than a hunting rifle with black paint on it, and, you know, a really scary looking muzzle, right? You know, yeah, you can hook up a banana clip to it, and you can hook up, you know, different types of tactical, you know, attachments to it and whatnot. But guess what? I can do the same thing to my pistol. Yeah, I can hook up all sorts of little tactical gears and pieces and stuff to it. That may make it better, that may not make it better. But, you know, in all honesty, at this point, the AR-15's lower receiver is the only thing that they actually track when they're tracking the gun. That's what they're looking for, the gun serial number and everything else, because you can put on all the attachments you want to the gun. So if you can mass produce and create your own lower receivers that will work for 100 rounds, for 500 rounds, for 1,000 rounds, and you've got 30 or 40 of those stockpiled in your emergency shelter bunker, then all you got to do is go out and just get the parts. And they're not talking about banning the parts. They're just talking about the lower receiver. It's already a lost cause. And if that's all that people are concerned about, they need to find something else. You know, like maybe doing better background screens, make sure that the military is, when they do dishonorably discharge soldiers, that by law no longer have a right to go out and buy arms because that's a felony on their record. Maybe there's mental instability in these folks and stuff. They need to do a better job at actually handling that. Effort should be more placed on that. Spaces are out there. You can make the receiver as well. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can actually, it's not even that. You can just make it out of thin air using the 3D printing technology. They've got special resin you can buy from these websites, and basically you just put it in your, you know, your MakerBot, and you put in the schematic for it, and it will create the lower receiver. I mean, there was an episode on Law & Order where they made this, you know, this guy made this really crappy pistol that technically worked for an assassination. That's not what people are talking about when you can print out a gun. What they're talking about is this receiver. You know, this was the defining moment, and that happened 2 years ago. So as far as people yelling and complaining about banning assault rifles, it can't be done. And that's the thing that Congress knows can't be done, but nobody wants to talk about it. Or they're such dinosaurs with the technology, they don't even understand. So they're concentrating on a losing argument instead of looking at what could they do to actually help solve the crisis. Instead of blaming something, they could actually maybe try to work towards fixing the problem. When making your own gun, you don't need to stamp it. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly it, Gates. Because how would they know that you made it? I mean, yeah, I mean, you could easily just copy the schematic onto a USB drive, take that copy of the schematic, bring it home, hook it in your computer, and create your lower receiver, and you've got all your you have all your accessories and parts already right there. They'll just slip and they'll go right into the receiver. Done. And those are not tracked. Ramon Lopez. It is a strange show to explain, but it's really good. Thank you. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm listening only. I see you there. Dustin, y'all hear about the original Super Saiyan God? Yep. Yamoshi, they will probably do something on him next year. I guess it's been confirmed to some extent there will be a new Dragon Ball Super movie next December in JP. So, only, is it the one where the eat something and then their shirt explodes? No. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're a firm believer in gender sarcasm. Oh yeah, I believe in gender too. I believe that that we're all created with either dangly bits or other bits, and then maybe we might feel a little differently about that on the inside. But that's a personal choice. I'm not going to sit there and tell you one way or the other what you want to call yourself. That's very much who I am. I don't really care what other people think about themselves. That's not at all got anything to do with me. Gates. Here's the thing that most humans are not smart enough to make weapons, let alone graduate high school with no worries. Exactly. So no worries. And that's exactly right. And the idea is, you will, if the time were ever to come that we had a tyrannical government, somebody was taking over, some sort of soft tyranny, martial law that got out of hand in a local area, I guarantee you there would be some nerd who could see it coming, who would be part of a resistance program, who could print up these these AR-15 lower receivers, mixed with a couple of country bumpkins who've got a whole shit ton of magazines and the muzzles and the stocks and everything else that they need, the sights, and they've got everything else, and the two will come together and what you need will be there, right? So that is the whole point. And so because of that, even if they try to pass some sort of law to ban the legal sale of AR-15s, the lower receivers, they will never be able to take care of those that are already on the market, which are millions of them, by the way. And they will never be able to take care of, they will never even know about the ones that have just been printed that are sitting in somebody's go bag. You know what I mean? Just the receiver, a little chunk, right? Not huge. It's not the full-on gun, guys. It's just the part that actually does everything. That takes the bullet from the magazine, shoots it up into the barrel, has the firing pin, shoots the bullet, and ejects the casing. That part, that's all one mechanical piece, and that's already been printed. Ransley, no, we were talking about if women should be drafted. Well, I mean, regardless of whether women should be drafted or not, I think it comes down to what is the current policy for the military. I don't think it's something that we, the people, should be discussing. I think it's something that the as far as who gets drafted, a draft is a political issue, guys. And as far as who gets included on that draft list, I honestly believe that that has to be a political answer. That has to be something that the politicians, hopefully with the commanding generals and command staff, could come together and go with. And we as the people, as a citizenship, it is not our choice. It is our duty to follow the rule of a draft. I don't necessarily agree with a draft in all cases, but, if they decide that women need to be drafted as well, okay. I mean, I know many women who could very well, hold their own in a group of men and would do just fine and serve just fine as wonderful soldiers in our military. But that's not how a draft works. A draft works by pulling everybody. So everybody's going to have to go through the same basic training and everything else. And, I don't know. The army is different now. Our military is different now than it was back in Roman times. Obviously, in Roman times, the standard man had to be of a certain height, a certain build, being able to carry a certain weight on his arm with a shield and a spear, know how to go into a particular maneuver set to create a shield, for the men behind him and everything else, and have the strength to plow into other men. That's not how the art of war works anymore. Now that everything with a gun, and a lightweight gun, and an easily fireable gun can be held by, my wife, 5 foot 1.5, 120 pounds wet, soaking wet. She could still hold her own. If she were to get into close combat and everything else, Unless she's some crazy deadly assassin. Yeah, I don't think that would work out too well. JP, what the fuck? When you want to do a single summon, it just keeps telling you network error. I think it's trying to tell you something, JP. It's trying to tell you, stop it. Nate looks like he is getting too serious. Alright, I'll stop only. You guys are the ones who wanted to do the political conversation tonight. Not me. It wasn't something I was after. But you poked the bear. Next season it's going to be shit, FYI, but picks up slowly. I can see that you guys have just totally left me in the conversation tonight. La, 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 la. My rank is really high. Yep. Sanjeev, my rank is very high. Highest that we've seen in global. Ugly, he is just giving his opinion. That was asked of me. Well, Long, you guys asked me the opinion. You guys were the ones who drummed it up. Cheesy balls. Thanks, Cheesy. Yep, and so is Cheesy. I mean, it's fine for us to be able to discuss things in open, guys. It's actually a good thing to discuss things without just tearing at each other's necks and just throats and say, "You're a fucking idiot, you goddamn moron! Don't you know?" You know, it's anyway. And again, guys, talking about politics is probably not the smartest move. We could definitely, if you guys are ever curious about my political views, I'm more than happy to discuss them, maybe in Discord, in a private, in a private chat in Discord, something like that, so we could really have at it. But here, this is Dokkan. This is chill night. My tablet app just crashed, so if you guys said anything in the last minute or two, go ahead and just try it again. I have to restart the tablet. Ramon Lopez sound like a no. What I'm talking about. Well, Ramon, I mean, I was a teacher for 7 years. I mean, as I've told you guys that before. I've taught, having to teach, I've had to be current on current events. And it's just something, you know, I've been a student of history. I have a degree in history as well as a degree in math. So, I mean, I do know what I know based on the fact that I do pay attention. But my opinions are based off of what I've learned, yeah, which are facts. But the facts can be interpreted different ways. So just because I believe something doesn't mean you guys need to believe it. It means that maybe I might expose you guys to different ideas, which is not a bad thing. But if you hear something maybe you've never heard before, go ahead, double check what I've said. You know, go look into it, do your own research, and come up with your own opinion. You know, that's the great thing about it. And I will respect your opinion for what it is. I may not agree with it, same as how you might not agree with mine. But that doesn't mean that we can't get along, and that the sharing of our two opinions and clashing of our two opinions doesn't mean that's not healthy. That doesn't maybe lead to learning on both sides and always constant tweaking and adjusting on where we stand. You know, that's something that I think at least has been lost lately in the last couple of years. The way people talk and the way people discuss, the way people argue. You know, it just, everybody's just too quick to blow up in each other's faces on bullshit. You know. You just randomly something or the other. Weapon X, good evening, Weapon X. How's my day? My day's going good, man. Ramon, you don't get stones at high ranks? No. No. No, after rank 200, you get no more stones. That might change. I mean, honestly, guys, that very well could change in the next couple of months. They could bump it up to rank 500, gets you a whole bunch of stones, or rank 400 gets you a whole bunch of stones. Who knows? But right now, no. Nope, you get no stones at anything past 200. Gates McCoy is still just watching. Yep. Yeah, Ramon, I taught for 7 years. When I got out of college, I was 21, and I taught in the youth probation. You know, basically I didn't teach in a juvenile hall facility. Actually, I taught in a juvenile detention camp, a work camp for kids who were shipped up from the Bay Area. But yeah, that was my, and then from there I transferred to a court and community school and finished off my teaching career. Exposed to a lot, guys. If you guys think I may, yeah, I've been told by a few of you guys that I really sound like I can talk like a teen and I sound like a teen, but I'm so old. And like, well, I spent years with your age group having to learn how to communicate with you guys so I could effectively teach, you know, how to work a crowd of teenagers. So it shouldn't be of any surprise if I was an effective teacher that I can still talk to you guys, like, you know how to talk to you, you know. You were so mad when you hit rank 300 and you got 0 dragon stones. How do you think I feel when I hit rank 700 and congratulations, here's 3 stamina. Now go fuck off. Yay. Dragon Ball videos. No. Did I go to DOKKAN College? I went to CSU, so Sacramento, California State University, Sacramento. Started off as an engineer. Did about a year and a half of program in engineering and decided that I didn't like parts of the aspects of it. I enjoyed the physics, I enjoyed the math, but some of the other stuff, the surveying and things like that, I just didn't get too much into. So I decided, you know what, it's not probably the best place for me. Especially when I figured as a civil engineer, I'd probably be called on to do more things like finding out projects for designing cans for soup companies than I would be on building bridges and shit. So I went from engineering to math, and I finished up my degree in math. Came back up to town and got a second, where I live up here in Northern California in Redding, got a second degree in history so I could become a teacher. And while I was actually getting that degree when I was 21, I was actually teaching at that point, at that camp I was telling you guys about. Once I got done with teaching during that 7 years, I decided to start looking into photography because I had all that right brain, you know, stuff that I've been working on for years. And I really I felt like I've always been missing, you know, the artistic side of why and how I do things. So I applied and was accepted for the Art Academy of San Francisco. I have 2 semesters of coursework, just in formal education in photography through them. Just online courses. I didn't go down to their actual campus in San Francisco. I have been to their campus. It's really cool. If you ever go down to downtown San Francisco, they've got like 12 or 13 different buildings scattered throughout all of downtown. And they're really cool. I mean, I wanted to go there on the weekends and stuff if I decided to continue, but each semester was costing me $10,000, and that I just couldn't afford that. So I decided to just become a professional photographer, and I haven't looked back since. So I find that the photography kind of allows me to do the creative side with the art that I felt like I was missing, while at the same time the technical aspect of the camera and the gear and everything that goes into it to make a shot the way I want it. Yeah, that definitely, you know, gets hit as well. So I kind of get a little bit of everything, which I think is really the best way of describing who I am. A little bit of everything. How much money have I spent on the game? Dragon Ball videos. I know that before I started using my broker, I had, because I looked out, I had to take a deep breath and look at my credit card statements. You guys have asked in the past. So before I started using my broker, and actually to about maybe 3 months into it, I was, I think I've spent about $5,000 on the game, and that was over about a 2-year period, about a year and a half, 2-year period. Since then, I spent about maybe $150 a month using it, you know, through my broker. But it's nothing I can't afford. You know, it's I get paid every 2 weeks, and on a payday, I put $75. It's my entertainment budget, and it's what I enjoy to do. So, and I maximize my return by going through the broker for most of the stones that I buy in the game. And yeah, it's hard when there's, you know, sales and stuff to not take advantage of the cheap stuff in the sales, but that's pretty nominal compared to what I actually do spend in the game. So I'd say $5,000 before the broker, and we're looking at about maybe $1,000 after the broker. So maybe six grand, which is a lot. I'm not gonna deny it, but you guys gotta remember, you could easily spend $2,000, $3,000 every 2 to 3 years on a set of golf clubs and a new bag and golf balls. You could easily throw that kind of money into a huge, you know, TV, surround sound, the latest video game consoles, building a computer with all the great shit in it, and everything else. So I mean, it's priorities. Where do you want to put the money for your entertainment? And for me, this is where I find that I enjoy it the most. Cheesy balls, yeah, in the terms of Muslim, etc., just leave it alone. Yeah. yeah, guys, we're not going to bring in any cultures. We're not going to bring in any particular groups, or we're not going to name anything specific on this channel. I really want to just keep things general if we can. That's really the best approach I can give you guys. It takes like 1 hour to get him to SA10. Who are we talking about, Gene? No, I do not live in San Francisco. I live in Northern California. The Bay Area is about 3 hours south and west of me. California is huge. When they say the Bay Area is Northern California, that's in response to Southern California. The Bay Area is actually about 6 hours away from the Northern California border, like the Oregon-California border. It's not what one would consider north or near Northern California. Redding, California is about 3.5 hours from the Bay Bridge. So just kind of give you guys a reference point. The Art Academy of San Francisco, I could have gone there on the weekends if I wanted to. If I had gone another semester, I would have started taking weekend courses. I wanted to have more hands-on experiences. I did run a studio for a while, so that's how I knew how to do lighting, and I did plenty of modeling experience so I could learn. A good friend of mine was actually a studio photographer for about 10 years in LA, and he taught me a lot of basic poses and basic lighting and techniques. And I ended up shooting his wedding a couple years later, and he was very pleased with what I'd learned on my own. But yeah, it was just, for me, it was just so I had a formal education, not just pick up the camera and experiment and learn, which is most of what I learned with the camera, but to learn composition and rules of thirds and the golden, rules of photography and, basic exposures and, the technical aspects to kind of nail all that stuff down, art theory and all that kind of stuff. Just to have a running knowledge of it was kind of what I wanted to go there for. It wasn't to get a degree in fine arts or anything like that. I was not going to ever spend that kind of money, especially at $10,000 a semester. I guarantee you I have just barely paid that back. I love that song so much. Well, guys, as a reminder, lower right-hand corner, these songs are on that little playlist ticker that goes by, if anybody ever is curious. Can I explain the broker? What process? Alright, so the way that the broker works, guys, the best that I know, because I've had to look into the issue, in the Philippines, because here's the thing, a lot of people go, oh, well, they're just getting buybacks with Google Play. They're not actually doing anything. Well, that doesn't make sense. Why is it limited to just the Philippines, then? I mean, can't somebody in Scandinavia do the same thing? Call up Google in the European Play Store and say, hey, I want to get a refund for this account that I just made. Or can't somebody in Brazil do the same thing if that's what it is? I mean, why is it that all these brokers are located in the Philippines? What geographically allows the Philippines to do what they do? And from what I found, Google Play actually mass produces their Google Play gift cards in the Philippines. Google has they have a loophole for purchasing gift cards to the citizenship. You can buy them in bulk quantity at a steep discount, essentially at the production value. And so essentially they can buy Dragon Stones at like 15 cents on the dollar, and then they sell them to us at 20 cents on the dollar, netting a 5-cent profit. And it's just their quantities that they're getting, and they're making money that way. So essentially that's all they're doing. They take your account, they purchase through the Hong Kong Play Store, and I have had to get sales receipts from him in the past, and I've seen that he's buying from Google Play credits. He's not using people's credit cards or whatever else has been suggested. I've seen all the suggestions from people trying to figure out how it is that they're buying black market credit card numbers and then just purchasing using credit card numbers, and it's just fraud. And no, it's not that. So now that's my one particular broker. There are many different brokers. Some of them may use different methods for what they do. I can't speak to anybody else, but my guy Z Basilio, I do trust his process. And a lot of people are worried that, well, eventually Bandai might ban you for using it, and they might. There's always an inherent risk with everything, right? But I look at it and go, eventually we're going to stop playing this game anyway. How much money are we willing to put into it? Somebody built a better mousetrap. That was my own personal decision. That's where I went. I encourage you guys to at least consider it, but it has to be your choice. And you have to go into it knowing full well the risk and the fact that it could go south one day. But in the end, it's going to go south for all of us regardless. So how much money are you going to spend before it does? That's the only question we have in the end. Gohan, Goku's your father, just says, yeah. JP with a I mean, I'll tell you guys, if any of you know who Blue Piccolo is, big friend of our stream, he was very skeptical about the broker as well. He wasn't sure. He didn't know if we could trust him with our accounts. He would text me and we would talk about it. I had to explain to him the whole process and that I'd been using him for several months at that point. And he just really, but then you could lose your account. And I was like, I said, yeah. And finally I convinced him. He tried it and he has not looked back since. So yeah, it's just, it is a personal choice, guys. And let me tell you, because you're speaking with somebody who does not speak very good English, does not speak English very well, there is definitely a disconnect in the language barrier. The mannerisms of a different culture, it just sounds like it's too rushed, that he's just trying to convince you too much. And it feels like a scam and everything else. But then you get your account back and you got your stones. And then you think, oh crap, I'm going to get banned the next time World Tournament pops around or some stupid bullshit. And then no, it doesn't happen. And then you go, well, I'm never going to get my tickets for the ticket banner because it wasn't a legal purchase. And then you still get your tickets, for the ticket banner. And then you kind of think about it and you go, well, if I were to lose my account, Bandai would never give it back to me. And then I lost my account because they fucked up and it was in their possession. And Bandai got me back my account in 5 days. I kind of look at that and go, huh. Anyway, that's what I've learned about the brokers, guys. Just answering that question. Do I have kids? Can you be my son? I have a daughter, Dragon Ball videos. I met my beautiful then now to be wife. Well, we are actually married, so we were then to be betrothed. But I met my wife actually at a coffee shop. At the time, she was a preschool teacher. She has since gone on to. She's working at the police department now. She's in the warrants division. She's loving that job. She always wanted to be in law enforcement. Like I said, her dad is the chief of security at a local security company, and really cool guy. But anyway, so yeah, we just been a happy marriage, happy family. She allows me to do Dokkan Battle. She's not happy at the amount of money that I've spent over the years, knowing full well that this was I can always explain it and say, hey, look back at the credit card bills. I have never overextended myself. If I have, we managed to get, I was able to get the refunds when we needed it and things like that. But there is an understanding between us that she knows my personality type, and that is obsessive. As you guys can probably guess by my account and by how, the rank and everything else I have, right? So the agreement we have is I'm not allowed to play any other mobile games right now while I'm playing Dokkan Battle. For the fact that if I were to start another game, Ninja Blazing or Bleach Brave Souls or Brave Exvius or any of the other millions that are out there, if I were to start another one, I would probably become too obsessed, and I might even, one would say I may even lose myself, or my priority with my family or everything else. So I do prioritize my family above the game, of course. I do prioritize my family above what's important. Yeah, so that's why we do not do day streams, because day streams are family time. That's why I stream so late at night, guys, because I always make sure I do the daddy things at night, make dinner, do the laundry, read to my daughter, help her out with her schoolwork if she has any, get her a bath, all the things that dad needs to do, because mom has to be up at work at 6 in the morning, for her job. And she usually works until maybe 5, and she just works late, and she's tired, So I do what I can to take over during the week, and mom usually takes over on the weekend, and we spend time together as a family. So, priorities, guys. Priorities. So, yeah, and as I've told you guys many times before in the past on our streams, I am definitely older than many of you. I'm 31. I'll be 32 in February. That doesn't make me a horribly older person, but I am definitely older. I'm at the very tip end of the same generation as you guys. That's probably part of the reason why we all kind of think alike. But it's like. But that being said, I have because I'm older, I've seen a lot of the things that a lot of you guys are going through. Young adults entering college or in college, entering the workforce, or just starting out in the workforce, or just teenagers in high school or whatever, and. I don't know. It's like sometimes you guys come to me with questions, and I got no problem helping answer those based off of what I know. Duckus Duck is here. Duckus Duck, you are here, man. I see you. Welcome back to the chat, dude. Been a while. Am I hyped for fighters? Yes. Now, you may ask, Nate, why did you end up getting a PlayStation 4? Why are you getting fighters? Because that one's not going to cost me any extra money. I already discussed it with Amy. She's totally okay with that. As long as I'm not going with another mobile game. You know, she knows it's just a fighting game, that it's not much I can really do to get too obsessed with it. And it'll just be something we do for the stream. But yes, I am hyped for fighters. Duckus Duck, you've known Nate for a while. That's right. Duckus Duck, awesome guy. Ducky, do you still do any streams? Are you still doing content? Dragon Ball videos. You'll be posting videos for it. Yep. What we're going to do here is a live stream for fighters. That's kind of the goal. We're going to stream fighters. And I will have, basically, I'll take on any comers who want to fight me while we're streaming. It'll probably be one night a week, maybe 2 nights a week. We'll see how popular it is. We'll use the Discord for an audio chat so that one person at a time can communicate with me while we're doing the stream, and we can have ourselves a good time. So that's kind of the idea behind what we plan to do with with fighters. I think it's cool. I think it's gonna work. What do I think is going to happen on the upcoming episode of Super? I think Gohan's gonna finally have his chance to start shining. I can't wait to see. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, Gohan's gonna have some kind of moment. It's about damn time, too. Let's see. I bring the luck. You changed your name. Super STR team. Could you take a look at it? Alright, what do you got, man? You appreciate it. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Pretty standard right there. Yep, GT Trunks. That's all good. The Omega STR... Super Saiyan Gogeta, and the new additional Super Saiyan Bardock. I'd say if you could get... I mean, what, the STR Vegito would take a great spot. Use STR Vegito instead of Omega Shenron for the key, for the attack, because Omega Shenron's going to be... he's going to be hurting for key, man. And without that key, Omega Shenron, it's going to be very difficult for him to get super attack off. Without that super attack, his abilities to debuff and to tank go right down the shitter. He's a wasted unit. I know you have him on there for the GT link, but what I'm trying to say is you don't need to have him on there for the GT link. Take him off, replace him with the new SSR Vegito, open up the crit if you need, get him to crit, what is it, crit 14? Is that what we're, yeah, crit 14, and buff him out the additional, or the super attack and everything on that. Get the stats up on him, and just basically just keep him and Gogeta rotated together, and then keep Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 GT, keep them rotated together, rotating Bardock and then the GT Trunks, plus your friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That team should work just fine. Cheesy Balls, JP is a different game. Yeah, JP is a different game. JP! And there's JP with his XT. Let's see. Ning and God Tom over on Twitch. Evening, man. What's up, dude? JP, he got off all LR to 100% and all the TUR forms 100%. So he got all LRs like 10 times. Sounds like it. Maybe. Unless he just used the Elder Kais to buff up their super attack. Dragon Ball videos. Well, good night, everybody. See you later, Dragon Ball videos. Have yourself a wonderful evening, man. He spent like $500,000. No. JP, you don't need to spend that much money on the game. If you go through a broker, like if you go through Z Basilio, because we have guys in the stream who pop in all the time. I'm not going to throw their names out because they don't really appreciate being put on blast all the time. So I'm not going to go through that. But you go through Z, you can get 2,000, 3,000 stones for a couple $100. I honestly can't afford to do $300 worth of Dragon Stones in one fell shot. Maybe during, like, when tax season comes, I get a tax return and I have some extra cash. I might go ahead and stock up, like, on 5,000 Dragon Stones and just keep them in my account. I just don't know. I mean, I like being able to do packets of Dragon Stones of, like, 1,000 a piece, you know, but I don't like that's cost me $170, and I could save, you know, $50, $60 at a time if I'm ordering in bigger bulk quantity. I just can't afford to order in bigger bulk quantity. JP, see ya. I bring the luck. You'll definitely be putting LR Vegito on there when he is out. Okay. You put Omega on there since people keep saying so, and his passive with the Mighty Third isn't really that terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just that in all honesty, he becomes a much better unit when he is super attacking. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. For a time, I also ran Omega Shenron on my team for that exact same reason, because there wasn't enough good support units to throw onto the STR team, so Omega was it. But because you got Bardock, if you can get your hands on Kaba, the STR Kaba, just put Kaba on there and ta-da, there you go, right? Because Kaba's going to give you 40% to your defense, which pretty much is the same as that 30% attack reduction. So, yeah, just go that route. Ooh. You think JP was talking about some JP player called Calc? I mean, maybe there is some guy, well, the other thing too, guys, we don't know if these guys have private servers. On a private server, you can pretty much max out everything you want, and it won't cost you a damn dime. And people do showcases and stuff on private servers all the time. It's hard to tell. JP, it was a joke. He was pay to play. You can check his Twitter. Tom, you just got 1,100 stones from Z. Excellent. Congratulations, Tom. Well done, man. Luis Sanchez. Wow, you're only ranked 250. Well, Luis, welcome to the channel, man. I am the rank I am, but that doesn't mean that it's any less to do with your rank, okay? We all grind at our own pace that we feel comfortable with. So, Luis, you're at 250. You can grind higher. You'll get higher eventually. Cheesy, for real, that was insane. Yep. Let's see. Sanjeev, why did they not make the STR summon discounted to like 40? Honestly, Sanjeev, I agree. They should have. That would have made a lot more sense. Especially, it's just a money grab. I mean, you guys know how many it took for me to get everything in that banner. It took me, I did 8 multiples on this stream, and 8 multiples, I got 4 SSRs. 2 of them were fucking Raditz. And the other 2 weren't even featured. It was bad. And then I did a 5th multiple, and I got 3 SSRs, or I did a 9th multiple, and I got 3 SSRs off of that, which at least raised the rates back up to something decent. 9 and 7, or 9 and 7. It's still not the average, which would have been about 10 and 10, or 9 and 9, or at least 10 and 9, something like that. But the 3 I got started off with a Super Saiyan Broly Batch Goku, which I sold to Baba. And then it went next, a couple of pulls later, went straight over to STR Hit, which I was happy because that's all I wanted was STR Hit. And then it finished immediately followed by STR Kaba, which was just icing on the cake. It was like, sweet. I may not ever use it, but sweet. So it took me 9 pulls to get everything, and I got it all in 1 pull. I don't know. The disparage on it's just way off. OMG, 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 did a single. Guess what you got? You got hit. I'm going to say you got hit, Cheesy. Cheesy got hit. Nah, I'm not going to do STR. I don't really want to build any teams right now. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks? Nappa. Oh, you troll. You little troll, you. Let's see. Calc spends too much money, but he's got so much luck too. Well, that's the funny thing, JP. When you put a lot of money into the game, it's funny how luck kind of comes along with it. Not always, but funny, huh? How is my favorite Earthlink? Huh? You mean, how's my favorite Earthling? Well, my favorite Earthling is doing just fine. She's sleeping in the other room over there. He did a multi on like 30 Dragonstone multi-banner and with 3 LRs. I don't know, JP. I don't know, man. It's really easy to Photoshop that crap if he's just posting pictures. Tom, thanks for the recommendation, Nate. He took less than 24 hours and was very transparent. He was easy to talk to. Yep. Oh yeah, Tom. Yeah, Z has become very good at what he does. When he first started, he was having a hard time getting people to believe in him. That's why he wanted me to try to see if I could talk to people for him, and I did. And now he doesn't need it. He can do it all himself, and he's doing such a great job. His service really is, top-notch, you know. It's small, it's not big and encompassing like William Woo's is, but it works, and it's effective, and I like it. You know, I trust him, and a lot of the people that I know trust him too. Cheesy Balls, Earthling, not Earthlink. I know, Cheesy, I know. Guillermo, how is the grind going? You know, Guillermo, the grind's going fine. I don't have my tea tonight, guys, so I had some juice, hoping that would kind of pep me up. I'm gonna go ahead and get my rank up to 745 tonight, and I feel like just kicking out after that, going to bed and just chilling. It's been a long day. We ended up with a pretty long stream today too. Almost what, 4 hours? Do you know how many guys we had on? You know how many views we had on the video last night? Actually, we did we did pretty good last night. We had a max peak last night of right when Super Blue Vegito dropped. We had a peak of 361 viewers. That was last night's peak, which is cool. I'm happy with that. It's a new peak for me. But we also had a max viewership, total viewers, of 5,100 views or something, which I was pretty happy about. For a live stream, 5,100 views is not that bad. You know, I'm pretty happy about that. There we go. Which, by the way, I've made an amazing $1.35 off of yesterday. not from the super chats, but just from ad revenue. So it kind of gives you guys an idea. Which I'm pretty happy I actually got $1.35. That's good enough for me. Sanjeev, do I think they're going to put a guaranteed banner on Global for Christmas? Well, last year's guaranteed banner was kind of a step-up guaranteed banner. So yeah, if they have something like that, that'd be cool. I'm thinking that, yeah, they will do something like that. But I don't think it's going to be like last year's where you had a 1 out of 3 chance of pulling Gotenks or Vegeta or Broly. Yeah, I think it'll be more like this year you'll have a 1 out of 20 chance. Essentially, they may just give us the entire Dokkan Fest exclusive banner, and if you do the pull like 4 times, you'll get an exclusive card. But it may not. It may be open-ended though. You can maybe do it as many times as you want on Christmas Day, and every time you complete the step-up process, you get one of the title cards, you know, guaranteed. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about that. Pernu, good morning and greetings from Germany. Pernu, welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you coming by. It is still late evening over here in the States. West Coast California, it is 11:40, guys. 11:40. What's the plan for the weekend? Well, cheesy balls like normal. I will be with my girls Saturday and Sunday days. And in the evenings, we will have a late night stream on both Saturday and Sunday night. I won't be streaming during the day again until Monday morning when we have our day stream at work. So that's just like normal. Usually on Friday nights, if I'm feeling it, if I got the tea, if we got the caffeine, you know, I'll usually stream to like 2 or 3 in the morning. You know, 5, 6 a.m. Eastern time. But not tonight, guys. I think we've done enough grinding. I'm gonna try to get to 750 by tomorrow night before we start the stream. So that's gonna be my goal for the weekend. I'm gonna do some grinding tonight, try to get at least one more rank again in my sleep, and so we'll try to be able to be at 7:45 by the end of the stream. Burn our stone right now. 7:46 by the time I wake up in the morning. So all I gotta do is 7, 8, 9, and be ready to roll over. That's easy. That's doable. I can do that while I'm doing other things. You hope they will be fire. There will be fire. There will be. There will be fire at Christmas, guys. Just
I am neither
we'll see how that
Goku
goes.
nor Vegeta.
Hold
I
on
am
a
the one
second.
that will defeat you.
Pernu has just joined the Grinders Cove. Thank you, Pernu, for your sub on YouTube. I appreciate that, man. Hope you enjoy your stay and stay with us. And if you got any questions, definitely ask him, man. Gustavo, did I have STR Goku? I play Global. The STR LR Goku will be
I am
coming
neither
out
Goku nor Vegeta.
on...
I am the one that will defeat you.
For me, it'll be coming out in April for everybody. But for me, I won't be able to collect it until May 13th. That is my 1,000th day for the login. But yeah, I am right now currently around day 850 in my logins. Another sub. Let's go ahead and hit that up. Alright, Super Saiyan Trey on YouTube. Thank you, sir, for your sub as well, man. You know, get in the chat with us for a few minutes, but right while we're still grinding out the last couple stamina here for 7:45 before we sign off for the night. Yep, Global hasn't been out for 1,000 days yet. Not until April, guys. April will be the 1,000 day login celebration for Global. Myself, because of the 35 days that I've missed, as well as my, you know, for varying reasons over the last 2 years, 2.5 years, I will not be able to get him until May 13th. So I already know that for a fact. Yep, that's alright, Gustavo, but I will get him May 13th, which will be about a month after he is made available on Global. Let's see, Gustavo, now it is 5:51 a.m. where you are. That doesn't make any sense, Gustavo. You're not that far ahead of me. Oh yeah, I guess you are, aren't you? No, you're not 6 hours ahead, Gustavo. No. 4:51 a.m., right? Because, no, you're not even that far ahead. I guess you could be. 5 hours? I know Brazil is out in the Atlantic further than the Keys. I won't try to figure that one out. Time to drop 500 stones on the Christmas banner to get 12 Raditses. Or on the STR banner to get to your 12 Raditses. I hear you. I hear you, Tom. It was funny because Blue got 2 of the Raditses and so did I. You know, our luck just was not there. It's like, ugh. It hurt. Sanjeev, when you do a yellow single on Gotenks banner and get 7 pods and then get a grade 8 Shigesh, hey, at least you got an SSR, right? Sorry, Sanjeev. I don't have much more for you there, man. Let's see. Hold on, guys. There we go. That works. Kind of kicked it out here at an angle a bit. Constantly fiddling around with my mic, trying to find better ways to make it work for me. Let's see here. Gustavo, now it's time to wake up with your air quotes. I hear you. Purdue, what do I think about Bandai Shaft with the LR Blue? Honestly, Purdue, I kind of figured it was going to happen. I mean, I thought maybe they would give us the medals. I think they should have, actually. They should have given us the ability to start earning the medals for the TUR Vegito. 3 a day for 10 days would have given us 30. That would have been Christmas Eve, and then we could have Dokkaned him Christmas Eve. And then the next stage for Vegito Blue comes out, and then we can get that done by New Year's, right? I kind of like that idea. It's not bad. I mean, I don't mind it. I'm definitely kind of... a couple of YouTubers spoke out today saying it's not really that big of a deal, and they're right. It really isn't. People are freaking the fuck out over it, and it's not... I mean... If you paid attention to the... to DBZ Space over on Renzi's site, and saw what was coming out, you'd realize that The TUR card isn't even finished. It's just in the game files, just to be in the game files. And so there was always going to be a good chance that we weren't even going to be able to even Dokkan Awaken him last night. I think that that's kind of a missed opportunity to at least not let us keep working on it. You know, it's like, okay, everybody's done with it, and now we're just going to have to wait 10 days before we probably hear anything else on the card. They released it at Christmas. Yeah, for new. I think Christmas sounds about right. I mean, I told these guys it was a matter of me being on tape. I told these guys, we will probably get him by Christmas. You know, that we would have to do 3 a day, 3 of the medals a day, get him Christmas Eve to TUR, and then Christmas morning it would be whatever event would have to be grinded would be dropped Christmas morning to LR the card. You know. So I don't know. They're not doing it that way, so I have no idea what they plan to do. The goat. Santa Vegito Blue with a hat and beard accessory. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Still only counts as one SA up, though. Vegito LR to be released. Yeah. It's not the same, though, because it's not like JP got him right away, and then they're just to be releasing him for no damn reason here on Global. So it's not like that's the case. It's more just, they're like, hey, we're giving you guys this card this week, and in the coming days, he will be Dokkanned. That's not the same as to be released. You know? The to be released mechanic was, hey, we're giving you guys this card today. You can't do anything with them, and yeah, good luck with that. that was the problem with to be released. Yeah, go play JP if you want to actually see what he can do.
I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one that will defeat you.
All right, let me go ahead and get this real quick. K3 with a sub on YouTube. Thank you, K3. I appreciate you joining the Grinders Cove. Welcome, K3, to our channel. Hope you hang out and have some fun. Jump into the into the chat and see what's going on, man. Vicious Panda is acting vicious. I appreciate it, Vicious. Thank you. No, wrong level. No, I don't need Dragon Stones. No. I mean, the way they're kind of slowly revealing this card, it kind of feels exciting. I mean, I kind of like it. We'll see. We'll see how it works. I would like to see how the STR turns out before we draw any final conclusions, how the LR looks when it's all said and done. I mean, if Bandai drops the ball on this, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. It's like, if they drop it, then like, what was the whole purpose of making us wait until Christmas? If it was just a shitty LR after all, you know? So I am cautiously optimistic that Bandai has half a brain somewhere. I mean, hell, I met the fucking executive producer. He seemed like he kind of knows what the hell he's doing, but I don't know, maybe he doesn't. Let's see, Sanjeev, it would be nice if they put stops on the peel-off and launch. You know what, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I mean, it was actually, you know, Sanjeev, I'll tell you this. When we met with the producer for Dokkan Battle, he wanted to know what would people want out of the game. That was one of the things that people talked about. That they said they wanted to have a stop for launch and peel off. And he kind of just looked at us like, really? And he's like, why? He had no idea. There was this huge disconnect that people just got so pissed that they couldn't pull the card that they wanted or whatever, or they couldn't, you know, land on it on a consistent enough basis. And so we brought it up to them. They have no plan on doing that, though. Yeah, didn't even notice I have 250 stamina. Yeah, that's why I can keep grinding without having to ever burn stones. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You want to make fun of someone? Yep, 100%. Cheesy balls, it didn't even, yep, that's right, Cheesy. How do you not know how much stamina I have? You're getting close to where I'm at, right? Jeez. Who's the best LR? I think it's a tie right now between LR Gohan and LR Broly. There's a difference. It's what is your preference? Do you want to have a super sharp hitter in LR Gohan where under the correct circumstances and under the best situation, he can hit for maybe 99 million-ish, something around there? Or do you want LR Broly, who's under the same circumstances, can hit under the same circumstances, will hit for about 60 million? But he'll do it to everybody, you know, like a street sweeper. And he'll do it twice. You know? If he ever had to. Goku Black, is it possible for the medals of Vegeta will be part of a Christmas banner like how they did it? Yes, it's very possible. Yes, Goku Black, it is very, very possible. If they did, that would be such a shame. Because right now he's free to play. As far as everything is concerned, he's free to play. But if they hide his medals behind a pay-to-play mechanic like that, shame on Bandai. But they're not going to. They did say that the medals will be able to, you can buy them with the Kai Stones. So they're not going to do that, guys. It says it in the news that they will be bought with Kai Stones in the future. So it's not really possible, I guess. But that would suck if they did. Vicious. Here they can make it broken 7. A 70% lead with counters. Honestly, Vicious, I don't think a 70% lead would be broken at this point. I think a 70% lead would be the bare minimum that he should be at. 77% is probably what he would be at if they're trying to target the 70% zone. But 70% in the meta is no longer viable. It's no longer really part of the game. You can run with one 70% lead, but you need to have a 120 or a category lead on top of that. You know? First thing they have to change is the friend system. Don't hold your breath, guys. Friend system is not getting changed. Not anytime soon, at least. There are so many different things they could do for quality of life, you know? But friend system, I don't think that's even anywhere near there. I mean, we even talked about that too, and he just kind of laughed. He's like, "Oh, really? You can't find friends? You can just send out a friend request." The guy has no clue. No clue. Just saying, guys. Tom! Wow, 2 Super Saiyan 2 Father-Son Gohans that are 100% the dupe system? Ugh. Vicious Panda, the news says it's in the Bob. It will be. The news says it will be available in the Baba shop for Kai Stones, for the continuance of Kai Stone purchases. Goat, Zeno is the mod, man. He doesn't have to get the fuck out of here. Don't be pissing off Zeno. We've had to ban enough people today. Goku Black, thank God. Yep. Emmanuel, what's up, dude? Let me suck them toes. Alright, let me get my toes up here. Jesus, guys. Super Saiyan to die. Should you max your STR Vegito from the other Kais, from the Baba shop, or max Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Max Super Saiyan 4 Goku right now. There will be plenty more Kais coming, guys. You can, we'll probably get a Kai banner for Christmas as well. 50 stones, 10 Kais, you know, the usual. So just wait until that comes out. Don't be in such a hurry. Let's see, Vicious Panda, we are a good STR team. Imagine Goku, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku, and LR Vegito, you would be beast. Yeah, you would be. But the problem is, that team itself is just so stifled, you know? It's like, 'cause you're probably also gonna have the STR support on there. And then what? Then you're gonna have to make a choice between, well, you have to have Gogeta on there too, to link with Vegito. So your last card is going to have to be what? Either Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which would actually be a pretty good choice. The Bardock, which would be a pretty good choice. Or even the STR Super Saiyan Trunks, which would be a pretty good choice too. Zeno! Weak Dokkan characters. I know, Zeno. I know. Well, we can. We will eventually. But guys, we may not get it until April. Do you really want to wait until April to farm this LR? I don't. I did use 10 Elder Kai or 9 Elder Kais to get my Vegito up to SA10. I did that to get it up to SA10. I have the second copy. I have not fed it for dupes or anything else, or for the paths, or for an SA. I didn't do anything with it. It is sitting in my account as an SSR. If I pull any dupe SSR Vegitos, anything like that in the future, I will feed them directly to this bastard, okay? That is the plan. Eventually I'll get him up to SA10, and what I'll do is Dokkan both of them into LRs, and that's how I'll do my free-to-play SA10 to SA20. That's the whole goal there. Alex Lopez has returned. Tom! Hi! Screen crack! Grade 8 Reddits. Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding, man? Really? Wow. Wait, you just realized, isn't LR Vegito SSR already in JP? No. Nope. Nope. Vicious, it is an SR card in JP. It's a different card. Completely different card. 100%. It's a farmable SR card you can get from the current stage 1 of the LR Vegito Blue. Or LR Vegito. So it is currently available in the in that stage, but it is not the SSR that becomes an LR. It is a completely different card, but yes, it is STR from what I understand. We will use it. Z Awakened will have a 50% feed rate into the current card that we have in the game, and that's what you can use to farm a Super Tech from 1 to 10, or the second copy from 10 to 20. I don't want to keep building this team up. Super Saiyan Odai, thanks for the advice. No problem, Odai. Vicious Panda, you sure aren't an average Joe. Me? I am sure not an average Joe. No, I'm not. I'm not the GOAT. I am not an average Joe. Zeno-sama, you're going to erase cheesy balls from existence. Why? Please don't erase cheesy balls from existence. We love cheesy. Cheesy so cheesy. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see here. I bring the luck. Could you show us the optimal mono Super STR team? I could. Yeah. I mean, the team I run is maybe not the most optimal team because I don't like running the STR Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Surprisingly, against all advice. The reason for that, guys, is because if he goes into grade 8 mode, you're trying to do some sort of time trial, or you're speeding through an event. It's such a huge waste of time. Because you're sitting there going, oh, Jesus. Because here's the thing, you may not know. When you are in grade 8 mode, your card, no matter what you have in the dupe system, it doesn't do any of that in grade 8 mode. No stat buff, no double attack, no criticals, no stuns, none of that bullshit. It's just an attack that hits hard, but it's not that good, and it's just a pain in the ass. So, basically, I just run a normal STR team, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I do have the new Vegito on there just for play around with him. The new Kaba is on there as well. Let's see, I'm also running Gogeta, who's a Rainbow Star. I have STR GT Trunks on there, the Super Saiyan Blue STR. Vegeta is on there. And I've tried rotating out Bardock just to see how he runs. But yeah, that's pretty much my team. I don't know if that's the most optimal or not, but it is faster. Which, last time I checked, is better to be optimal. Fuck if I know, Sanjeev. How is Goku going to get, or how's Global going to get Captain Ginyu? There will probably be some sort of event that they will release that will have those stones or those gems. Just something new. I have no idea. At this point, no idea. I'm not even gonna try to throw a stick at it. Everything that comes with those gems, not just LR Ginyu, but the TUR cards that you could Dokkan, the Meta Cooler, the Android 13. There's a whole mess of them that can Dokkan, right? All of those cards are in there too, and are locked up. We can't even get to them. Vicious Panda, what you're doing is keeping the second card for when the Vegito banner comes. Yeah. Here's a thought, too. Couldn't you run the LR Vegito Blue and maybe put this TUR Vegito on there? If you wanted more tankiness and just have the two of them linked together. I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, at least then you know you've got a card that can link. When is LRTN and Chiaotzu? Probably the next... Or where are they? Where are the LRTN and Chiaotzu? They just came out in JP, so we will probably get them in the next Global World Tournament. In the beginning of January. Sometime around there. Just keep an eye out for that, guys. GZ Balls. Do I play? Does GZ play? Nope. He tried and failed. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LR Blue, Kaba, Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Trunks, non-GT. I like the GT Trunks better, guys. The non-GT Trunks, the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. I got him SA10. I haven't put any dupes into him or anything, but he just doesn't hit that hard. The GT Trunks can hit for over 1 million, so he's just a better option if you can get him. If you don't have him, then yeah, the Super Saiyan 2 STR Trunks might work fine. But you will want to replace him soon if you get something else. Vicious, this is your STR team. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku Kid. Yeah, of course, everybody's running that one, the GT. Super Saiyan 1 Gotenks. Yeah, the new one. Oh, the old one, the ghost one. Yeah. Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That's not that good of a card. The LR Vegeta when he drops. Yeah. You'll want to replace the... You'll definitely want to replace that Super Saiyan Blue Goku eventually. He's not that great of a card, man. Zeno, add me. Add me. Janemboy, Gotenks, LOL. Alfred Beltran. Okay. Vicious Panda, it's Gotenks. Okay, moving down the list. I bring the luck. Yeah, GT Trunks is amazing. Your current and just changed Mono Super STR is Super Saiyan 4, 3 Goku, Super Saiyan GT Trunks, got it. Kaba and Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then LR Blue. Yeah, I think that's going to be about the most optimal team. In all honesty, that sounds to be about right. Makes sense. Let's see. Yep, no problem. No problem, I bring the luck. Yeah, he is a great card. Especially once he's Dokkan, you got SA10 on him and everything else. Great card. Ginyu-sama. Ningen got Tom. You got hit, but you never really pulled Janemba. Guess you'll throw him on your... yeah, the STR Mono Broly team. Yeah, he'll fit fine just there. Really, he's only there to help out Broly anyway. What category do I think we would need against the Broly Extreme Z Awakening? Well, since there is no AGL category lead right now, we just talked about that the other day, you would need to have a 120 team. So probably Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And that would probably be enough to do it just fine to get through it. We'll find out. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you'll probably need to add like the AGL Gohan back in the day. Maybe it might be something we need to do, especially when the AGL event comes around, to start working on those AGL Gohans, the Broly batch Gohans, getting the crits on him up, since he's going to be the heavy hitter on your team. If that follows the same suit as everything else that's been coming, you know, that kind of stuff might come out the same. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm guessing Super AGL is going to be pretty huge. I bring the luck. You think running LR Blue and his TUR form could be interesting as well? Yeah, so do I. At least we know that they will link up to some extent. I mean, maybe the LR link won't be activated, and maybe like Super Fierce Battle or something won't be activated, but everything else, like Brainiacs and shit, should be activated, assuming that transfers over. What a fucking shame. But at least we know that he'd be getting it. Plus, as a TUR, that card, the Vegito card will hit okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, Strike Freedom, you run Super Saiyan 2 Gohan because he's your favorite, and it's all you got. Oh yeah, no, dude, that's awesome. He's not a bad card. Don't think by any stretch of the imagination that I don't like him. I do. I like him. He's a good card. All right, so you're not being poo-pooed for that. All right. Guys, as soon as I get down a little bit further here, we got to run over and build up a Peachy Girls team and run that against Roshi so we can get another stone from this. I bring the luck. You think they might change more Super STR team when STR Gohan comes out? They could. I don't know. We'll see. There's going to be a lot coming out, guys. I mean, it was kind of suggested today in one of the videos on YouTube that, you know, it's possible that when they may decide to piggyback or jump over a few units to bring Vegito to Global a couple of months early, like sometime in maybe February or end of January, which is possible. Kind of weird, but possible. When it's done when they added Trunks and Goten LR. Not really. Oh, I mean, kind of, yeah. It's kind of like a really weird LR. It's like, okay, why is it even in the game? But I like it. It's got a really good super attack. He's not bad for a super type AGL. It's not bad at all. So I think LR Vegeta Blue will have an LR Goten and Trunks mechanic. If transforming, because the TUR card is base form as well. It could be. And if that's the case, that's going to be a real shame. That they're going to be like, it won't be LR Vegito Blue, it'll just be LR Vegito. You know? Base form LR Vegito, which would be such a pain. Such a big ass shame. That would really disappoint me. But we don't know. Maybe. Bandai is more about adding iconic LRs rather than actually cool or useful ones. Yeah. I mean, we have some pretty cool LRs, though. I mean, that's the nice thing about the iconic moments being the LRs, because the iconic moments, well, they're iconic. You know, they're really cool. But, yeah. There better be no LR Yamcha. You'd be so done with Dokkan. Oh, Zeno, quit lying. You know you'd be back like in 3 days. You'd be like, I quit! And then 3 days later, guys, can someone help get my account back? Apparently Bandai deleted it, or I lost my transfer code. I don't know. I can't get my... That would be you like in 3 days. I'm calling it right now. 3 days. Gustavo, you're still there? Gustavo, do you see the sun rising on the horizon? Can you describe the sunrise to me? Bring the luck. You are strangely, you are strongly betting that we are going to get an LR Yamcha for April Fools. I happen to agree. I think that makes perfect sense. I agree. Ningen God Tom, alright. Got 670 stones saved for Christmas. Locking them up. Ningen, what happened to your other... Tom, what happened to your other 500 stones, man? Or your 400 stones, I guess. What happened to your other 400 stones that you already bought? You already spent with them. Congratulations, Ningen. Bring the luck. LR Cell or LR Beerus is much needed in your opinion. I think LR Beerus is very much needed. Maybe an update to the tech. Something that's more usable. It was beautiful. The sunrise? Oh, I bet. I had actually a wonderful sunrise this morning. I just dropped Ella off of the bus. The bus was leaving. I looked up in the sky. It was painted. There was this beautiful red aura kind of going off, you know, midway through the sky. And then kind of looking over at the sunrise itself, it's just beautiful blood red. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. So that was what I had on my right shoulder when I was driving home. Coming up in the last couple runs, guys, we are down to almost the last 2 runs here. You would swear it was a very dumb LR Yamcha. Yeah. You'll eat all my peckers? Oh my. Nate's evil twin. Little do you guys know that my evil twin is actually the nice guy. You know, you guys remember how Cartman had an evil twin with the goatee? Evil Cartman. And yet he's like super nice and everybody's best friend. That's great. Cartman is the evil twin. Ningen got Tom and STR Gotenks banner. You get Tech Gotenks. Dupes on your only multi. Ugh. Okay, alright. I like, when I did that random poll the other night after the stream with what I had left with my spending cash, and I got all those pulls off of that banner, what I didn't really tell a lot of guys is I still had 50 stones left I was willing to burn with. So I went ahead and pulled on the Gotenks banner for shits and giggles, and I actually got a dupe of Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. I was just tickled and moon over my hammy. I was all totally on board with that shit. In the year 2210. We could create some sort of crazy sci-fi action adventure revolving around the mythical year 2210. CGS Blood. Is the STR Boo-Tanks worth investing in? I like them. CGS, if you need a sealer, if you're in an event that you need a free-to-play sealer, STR for the Extreme Team, can't beat them. I actually ended up, in all honesty, I ended up opening all 4 of his paths just because the Buhan event is easy enough to do that with. So I opened up all 4 paths with my Boo-Tanks. I suggest you do the same. Put crits on him, and you don't really need the additional attack. So just crits and dodge, and then just call it good. Don't worry about putting anything else into him. He's not there to hit hard, he's just there to seal. He's a sealing unit, and that's it. Ibrings, you remember back when you never even imagined they would ever release Super Saiyan 4s or even Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Glad they finally did. Yeah, I mean, you know, Bandai, for all their faults, they have done some pretty cool things. Nate's evil twin. Love you, evil twin. Let's see. Ernad Shadow. We better... Let's see. We need better Beerus cards. Yes. You know what? Beerus would be just that much better if his Fury mode actually was useful. It just sucks. The Fury mode doesn't do jack shit in this game. Nut Cartman. He's a beast, Dokkan. Yeah. Sanjeev would extremes the Awakened Tech Cell BOP because of his passive. Increase attack and defense per orb. Yes, right? I have the Tech Cell. It's a STR cell for some reason. He's got to have something else. He's got to have... I mean, being a nuker, I don't know, guys. All those original cards are actually really good.
I am the one that will defeat you!
Majin Buu God, thank you, sir, for your sub to the channel. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Grinders Cove. Thank you, Majin Buu God. If you haven't done so already, hop into the chat, say hey. I'd love to say hi to you, too. Nate's evil twin, you'll be the evil one. But Nate takes the bigger poppies. Okay. You bring the luck. You wish you had the supporter Gohan. You could never pull him. The intelligent one or the physical one? Like, I've got them both. I mean, all those support units, they work fine, but guys, if you're missing some support cards and you plan on start working with the new metas, with the category teams, the support cards are pretty much out the window at this point. Well, one can tell I'm getting tired. We're not going to rank up yet. Well, I guess we could rank. I'm not going to rank up yet. I'm going to go ahead and run over here to events. We're going to get our stone real quick for Running Master Roshi. Ryan Barrick. Good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you for joining the channel again. Cheesy Balls. Thank you, Cheesy. Let's get this. Let's get something lit tonight with the floor is lava. I would most appreciate that. We gotta put together a peachy team. We'll put together a peachy team. Yeah, I got my world tournament team. Let's see here. Alright, next song is brought to you by Nightbot. Nah, Cheesy Balls, next song. This is our theme song for the channel, in case you did not know. If you're wondering, what is Nate's theme song for the channel? Well, obviously it is. Go ahead, everybody who's in the chat right now, anybody who's watching the video, go ahead and just throw it in the chat real quick for me. Hashtag the floor is lava. This is our channel's song. If we were ever to do an intro video, it would be something to do with this. Majin Buu God, what's up, man? Intelligence supporter Gohan. Okay, so the kid Gohan, the Namek Gohan, yeah. He's a good unit. The physical Gohan's a pretty good unit too, but I mean, they all hit about the same. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Hashtag the floor is lava. There it is. Cheesy Balls with the hashtag the floor is lava. Is the physical kid Goku worth farming the super attack from the Adventures in Gratitude? Yes. Yeah, he is. He hits fine. Definitely helps a lot on the Boss Rabbit stage. If you need a good physical card with a low team cost, he's your card. So yeah, go ahead and farm him up. Get him done. I went ahead and did his 4 paths. Opened him up. Gave him some crits and double attack and shit, so he does more. But I don't think it's necessary for that. But yeah, definitely get him up to SHN. Yeah, that's not too bad. 155%. I'll take it. I'll take 155. Yep, there it is. Hashtag floor is lava. And we did that one already. Cameron Adams, you have LR Hercule. Is he worth farming up the medals for the character? Honestly, I think so. Here's my thought process, guys. LR Hercule will eventually be one of those ones that we get a whole bunch of shit if we Rainbow Star. He's going to be on my list here pretty soon to start working on. Just saying. It'll be a while, but he is on my list. The floor is lava. Ning and Tom finally got Rage Trunks to 100% with this last orb event. Did you? Congratulations, Tom. I love my Rage Trunks when he's 100%. He hits so damn hard. People they're like, really? That's Trunks? Like, oh yeah, it becomes a great card when he's Rainbow Starred. Let's see. Sanjeev, thank you for answering all of your questions. Sanjeev, I love answering questions, man. That's just what we do on the stream, dude. Cheesy Balls, how do you get the more percentage when taking certain cards? Okay, so percentages, guys, are based off of a couple of things. Rarity. So if you're going in with an LR, you're going in with versus TURs versus URs, versus SSRs and SRs and Rs and Ns, right? So basically, the higher the rarity, the higher your percentage is going to be. So like, if you guys notice what I did, I switched over to level to get all my TURs that I have in the Peachy Peachy team onto my team.
I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one that will defeat you.
And Cameron Adams, thank you, sir, for subbing to the Grinder Scope. I appreciate your sub. Thank you, sir. Anyway, so yeah, it's all based off of your team composition. Do you have all Peachy Peachies? And then, of course, you're like, yeah, of course I do. All right, the next question is, do you have, what's your highest rarities on the team? And you say, well, I got these. These are all TURs, followed by my leaders, which are all just base form cards. And then Bandai says, okay, well, here's your percentage. It's 155%. Now, like with the World Tournament team, because I'm running, because usually I can run double LR Hercules, that helps a lot. And then the rest, I just put as many TURs on that team as I can that count, and then I just fill in the rest with SSRs. Because of that, I can usually get around 175% chance. How do I get the... Okay, we did that one already. Cheesy Balls. Excellent. Weapon X. Warning. Kush aliens are invading the White House. Hopefully they'll improve things down there, Manuel Shadow. Who is the best LR for not counting LR Vegeta Blue? Like the best free-to-play LR? Probably, at this point in time, LR Goku. Probably. I mean... What are we going to say? You're going to say that Piccolo's better? No. You're going to say that the androids are better? No. You're going to say Frieza's better? Maybe, but no. Yay! I got some more stuff, and I'll get another stone from this shit, too. Let's see. And I am... Oh, I just got to roll over my rank real quick. Hold on. We're not done yet. False alarm! False alarm! 91,000 remains. Let's go collect our stones real quick. I still haven't had to buy stones for my rank grind. At least nothing past the
Goku nor
a couple a day.
I am the one that will defeat you.
Looks like a follower on Twitch tonight. Let's see. Furno over on Twitch. Thank you for your follow. I appreciate that. Yay! Dragon stones, the amazing. All right, I am exhausted. You guys can probably tell by my lack of enthusiasm tonight. Not saying that I do not enjoy the stream that we have. I enjoy everybody hanging out with us tonight. It's just caught up with me. It's been a long week of grinding. I need to get some sleep tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and grind up to 7:45. We'll call it good, and I will see everybody back here tomorrow night if you want to come and join us. How do we get... Let's see, we did that one already. Warning, did that one. What is the best? LR, did that one. Do you think that STR Broly's The Awakened would still have the passive where his defense reduces 0? It might be. It might get better. It might just become like, well, the LR Broly's defense is his passive. His defense just gets reduced by 10,000. A lot of guys go, oh, that sucks. It means his defense goes to 0. No, that 10,000 gets added on to whatever his defense is at the time, and usually Broly starts off at like 35,000 defense. So with the 10,000 lowered down, it goes from 35 to 25. You know, he still blocks. He doesn't have a 0 defense like his STR counterpart, the OG Broly. Should you try the orb packs? No. No, Illis. Keep away from those. Or that's Ibor. Ibor 15. Just keep away from the orb packs, man. Don't go anywhere near them. Ibor, no. Don't buy them. Don't make Bandai think they can put shitty prices on shit, and we'll just go out and buy it. Okay? I'm counting on that. We gotta fuck them up right at the source. Alright, quick grind out here. They'll add Jiren eventually. It is very possible that Jiren is going to be the Tournament of Power category lead, guys. It's probably why they're waiting to the very end to add it. All these cards they've been releasing for the last couple of months will be part of said category. So, that's my guess, at least, right? Two more runs and we're done for the night, guys. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I have one request. I have 30 watching on YouTube and only 20 likes. Can we get a quick like spike and bring us up to 30? I'd appreciate that. I love having about 30 on every stream if we can make it work. 30 likes per stream at this level is about what I'm after. It's my goal every day. So if you have not done so already and you are in this, if you are just watching in the chat, just lazy-daisically, then please smash that like button, grind it. I would very much appreciate it. First time I've even asked tonight. It's a new record. All right. Runs and cheesy balls. 20 runs and still no free-to-play Zamas. It's here about ready to lose it. Oh no, cheesy, you just gotta keep going, man. It's a grind. You just gotta keep grinding. You'll get it all eventually, man. Cheesy, if it makes you feel any better, back when the LR Broly came, or back when the physical Broly came out, or the STR Broly, but there's the physical base form Broly. Back when that day came, when that shit first came out, I went 47 runs in a row without getting one of those Brolys. So you got a long way to go, man. Long way to go. What if Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power wins and Zeno like trolls like, nah, your guys are all fucked? I could see it happening. But why Lord Zeno? Alrighty, last run, guys. This will bump us over to 745. Why is the Baba Shop unit in JP 100% and the ones in Global are like 1500 or 15 or 21k? Global just has it cheaper. Who knows? Again, guys, different game. JP has a different producer. They have different metrics that say, hey, the JP players are willing to pay this, where the global players are only willing to pay that. That's my guess, guys. Don't question. Maybe JP doesn't realize that yet. We don't want to make them remember. What if, okay, we did that one already. Facts. Pretty much. Just facts. Not the same game. Two completely different games, but facts. I'll take it. 28 and 28. If there's anyone else who hasn't done so already, I'd appreciate a like. Otherwise, we're good, guys. I don't want to beg anymore tonight. Thank you everybody for your likes, for your subs. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I'm glad we got a nice chilled stream tonight. Nothing too crazy. Last night was just that was an epic moment for the channel. I'm not gonna forget that one. That was pretty cool. We've actually had a couple of really cool videos the last couple of weeks with just chain subs, one after the other, after the other, after the other, all day. If any of my folks who can request songs are in the stream still, go ahead and send us out with the Super Saiyan 3 theme for 94 Stones. I'm not going to type anything right now. I'm too damn tired to even look at the damn keys. Darko, you did Monster Carrot when he first dropped on hard like 500 times. Ugh. I mean, it's not that hard of an event, guys. If you guys are having trouble getting through Monster Carrot, you just have to have the Adventures in Gratitude Goku, which is physical. You put it on a Super Blue Vegeta. So, Blue Vegeta, the physical Blue Vegeta's team. You put him on his team. And then you, all you gotta do is just run the event and nuke. Just bring nuke orbs. And then as soon as that Kid Goku pops up, teamed up with Bulma, you just lay down the nuke field, the orb change field, and then just let Goku have it. And that's it. No big deal. Sayonara. Let's see, The Real Gamer. Good night, man. See you tomorrow. This was a nice chill stream. Sanjeev, that is always what we try to do. It's what we always it's what we always strive for. Thanks for the great stream. Will watch me more often. Thank you for Moo. Permu. Well, whatever. And Real Gamer, has anyone here going to getting crap in the new summons? Yeah, the summons have just sucked all kinds, man. Like, we went on this channel, we did 8 multiples with only 4 SSRs, 2 of them being STR Raditz. Ugh. And then, like, one random one after that, my 9th, gave me both Kaba and Hit. So, yeah, they seem to be really weird with the distribution spread. I think that's where most everything is. Alrighty. Why not? You're only here at 7:45 once. Alright, guys. That officially does our stream for the night. I hope everyone has themselves a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, wherever you may be, whatever time it may be for you. I hope you guys have yourselves a good one. And I will be back tomorrow night. We'll try to make it a longer stream tomorrow night, something that I'm not going to just... my eyes are just tired. I don't know if you guys can even see it very well on stream or not, but I'm just exhausted. It's been a long week. Alright guys, I am officially out of here. Thank you for the Super Saiyan 3 music. I appreciate it. I didn't even notice we even said... There it is. Cheesy Balls, thank you for sending us off with the Super Saiyan 3 music. Perfect timing. Ning and Dom with the love. Yeah, baby. And Emmanuel Shadow, you did 2 single summons right now. Got STR and physical Super Saiyan God Tanks. Goodbye. I don't think we can end it any better way than that, guys. Everybody, have yourselves a good one. Night, everyone. I'm out, sleeping. Huh? What? Huh? Still on? Oh, crap. Alright, guys. Everyone, I'm out of here. Have a good night, guys. Bye.